We're all about the Archers. I'm Philippa.
And I'm Quentin, and I'm still in this Padstow car park for the fourth time this holiday, Philippa. Dedication.
It certainly is. And we're going to be talking to you all about the week ending today, Tuesday, with an emphasis on Sunday the 14th, Monday the 15th, and Tuesday the 16th of July. There will be spoilers. You have been warned. So, Quentin, what did you think of the week so far? What did you think of tonight's episode?
Tonight, I thought, was a good one because I think it's setting out. It's one of those that it's just preparing us for some big drama, I hope, because, of course, Denise is almost on the verge of telling Paul, but she's chicking out yet again. I've got a note here. She needs to man up, Denise, and just tell Paul because...
I hate that phrase.
So do I. That's why I used it. Because it's time, and she feels very guilty about deceiving him, and I'm sick of waiting for it, to be honest, if I can talk selfishly. So I think obviously we got the odious Milo, who may have come across on the telly as twinkly and charismatic, but in fact is snide and a bit of a jerk, according to Lily. So, and he's already made Yared cut his finger because he's terrified of him. So I think, was it the first time they both told each other they love each other? Alistair and Denise, they both said it tonight, didn't they? Can't remember. One of them did.
No, I just kind
I
of...
think he's told her
trying
before.
to drown that out.
He's told her before. I'm not sure I've ever heard her tell him that she loves him. But it's not tawdry, okay, Philippa? It's not tawdry. What do you make of tonight then?
I just feel like Paul's like, if you're looking at TV channels, Paul's the CBeebies version, skipping along, thinking his parents are rosy.
Yes,
and
yeah.
Alistair and Denise are like the X-rated channel in Alistair's office. And I wonder if Paul cottoned on tonight because Alistair will look after me. I'll look after you. I just noticed a hesitation there with Paul, as if to say,
a hesitation. That's a new word. Hesitation.
Yes.
But he also said to Denise,
it's when you really hesitate.
Yeah. He also said to his mum, "Is there something you're not telling me?" I mean, how bright is Paul? I mean, how many more clues does he need?
Oh, but he just thinks his parents' marriage is everything. He's lovely.
I know, but he
skips along. Mummy and Daddy have made you starters.
But he knows.
We had that on Friday.
But he knows. That's why I asked the question, is there something you're not telling me? I am an adult.
Yeah.
So I'm
like
sick
you
of...
say, she just...
Yeah. She needs to get on with it and put us out of our misery, his misery, and just... move it along. I mean, it dovetails into this in that I was a massive flop. I was furious on Sunday. I was furious.
Go on.
I put a tweet out saying I'm furious because it was just reported to us, wasn't it, that Denise and John had told Paul. Now, we have been waiting weeks for this denouement. And I do think if any script editor is listening to this, I don't blame the script writers because they're told what to write. The script editors, we as listeners invest a lot of time into these stories. Weeks. This one has been driving us nuts. So we're expecting the big dramatic moment. What do we get? Oh, Lily's just asked Paul, how did it go? It's not good enough, Paul. It's not good enough, Philippa. Not good enough. Not happy. Script editors, one unhappy listener. I wasn't alone either.
I've written it as a fave.
What?
I'm glad we didn't hear Denise and John telling Paul.
Oh, no,
I didn't want to hear that. And it would have taken up so
drama.
much of the episode because you'd have heard the initial bit and then the conversation and we heard how John was quiet, so Denise did a lot of the talking. It could have taken the whole episode. No, I was glad not to hear that.
This is radio drama, Philippa. We have spent months reaching this point and it's just a throwaway line. Not happy.
But I do have to say, on Wednesday we heard Denise telling John that it was over. And to begin with, I really liked John. I thought he sounded nice, brighter than I thought. But then Denise went to replenish the biscuit drawer and John told her not to eat too many biscuits. And I thought, I'm sorry, you've had your moment, John. and you're done as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, I was fine with Denise.
Over biscuits? No, come on.
She
come
said,
on. There's more to a marriage than biscuits, Paula. Even though
you
are.
can't tell someone not to eat too many biscuits.
Yes, you can.
If
they're eating too many biscuits. My wife tells me I'm eating too many biscuits.
And on Friday, we heard, as we mentioned, that Denise and John were going to tell Paul, and that Paul had made dinner and he'd even made them starters. I didn't know what starter do you think he might have made them?
I don't care. Seriously, don't care. I have no interest.
Okay. Give me a bit more detail on your views on Milo Hayward. Do you think he's going to be around for a while?
It's one of those. Is it just one of those fleeting storylines? Do we sympathise with Neil for not wanting to cough up 500 quid for 2 tickets? Personally, I do. I didn't understand why they didn't say, okay, just buy 1 ticket, Susan, you go and enjoy it.
Yes.
So I'd have to buy 2. But it sounds like if he's a complete fake, that Neil has, once again, it's on the money, because Neil is rarely wrong. And they'll be better spending the 500 quid on new tyres for her car. So, and they're going to have elderflower fritters anyway, out of Milo's book. So, Milo, I think Lily's on the money as well. I think she's quite sharp like that, Lily. So, I'm going to come back to Lily in a minute about that, but it'll be a cameo, won't it? If anything else.
Yes, I hope so. But we hear that Ian's still in the kitchen. I thought he was just staying on to make sure the new kitchen was fully installed and then going back off on his pizza van. But no, Mr. Exec Consultant's still there.
I missed that. When was that mentioned? Missed that completely.
Tonight, yeah, that Ian was in the kitchen. It was mentioned.
I heard mention of Yared, that's all. Cutting his finger.
I love the way that Susan was talking to Neil about the recipe she'd made from Milo's cookbook for parsnip soup, and Neil's voice, the way he went, yes, I just thought it was a lovely way of summarising how disgusting. I love a parsnip soup, but clearly it didn't work sorry.
But thinking out what you said, that scene I thought was very well done, and Charlotte's tone of voice was brilliant when they ran it off. Yeah. Monday's episode, when they decided to have a forager meal, and she said, "Oh, it's a lovely idea. I can't wait." And you just she was so forlorn. It was brilliant. You could just see her face, putting on a brave face, thinking, "I just want to go and see twinkly Milo at £240 a head." Yeah.
Oh, I should just say happy birthday, Charlotte, who plays Susan.
Happy birthday
today. I did.
Oh, it's my daughter's birthday as well. It's my daughter's birthday. There you go.
Well, there you go.
Happy
birthday. Yes. And very briefly, while we're on the congratulations, we should just congratulate Katie and Simon, our own Katie from this podcast. Katie and Simon have got engaged, which is very, very exciting.
Lovely.
But moving on, because we don't have that much time, Jazza did make me laugh when he said he preferred his scran from a shop rather than foraging. Would you spend £500, Q, on a pub crawl with Nigella?
Yes. But it would just be me and Nigella, nobody else. I would probably just be, what's it called? Starstruck. That's it. Starstruck.
I was getting worried.
But, I would probably be a blithering idiot, because I'm a bit of a fan of Nigella. I have to admit.
Okay, so you were with
most middle-aged men. We just love Nigella. Don't listen to a word she says on the telly. Just adore her. So yeah, 500 quid spent on that sort of pub crawl. Excellent value for money. But I wouldn't spend it on snidey Milo. Would you spend it?
Okay, no. Well, foraging doesn't sound, because I worry about getting food poisoning.
Nigella, I mean. Would you spend?
Oh no, sorry, no, I wouldn't. No,
okay, right.
But there we are. Any other faves from the week thus far?
Well, that was one of my faves when he said, "Imagine what Susan would say if you went on a £500 pub crawl with Nigella." And when he also said you'd have to be a real numpty to pay that to Neil. It was classic Jazza, and fresh off the back of our interview with Ryan, I thoroughly enjoyed those moments. Have I got any other... I haven't got any other faves. I have got a flop.
Go on.
I don't care a damn. I mean, first of all, who is Alina? Why are we bothered about Pip organising a hen party? And where they suddenly popped up from. I put a tweet out saying, who is Alina? And thankfully somebody helped and said, Alina is a friend of Lottie's, who is Pip's old school friend. I mean,
yeah.
Why has this storyline been dredged up from nowhere? It's just... It's pointless. It's pointless. And... sorry, yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's pointing to Fallon and Chelsea starting a sort of catering and beauty treatment business. So maybe that's the reason for it. But yes, a hen party in Shelley Magna. There we go.
Also, I'm a bit fed up with Stella still whistling on about her reception by the BL Boars. Come on, let's move on from that. Freddie getting bullied by Jason's mates. Pig snout in his pocket. Nasty. Oh. Not nice.
Poor Freddie. That was a flop of mine as well. Antonio sounded so nasty coming up to him when he's just at a festival having a lovely time. And it does worry me because Freddie's, as we know, has been in prison. So I might have expected him to get a bit more used to that sort of bullying aspect that you can only imagine he would have experienced.
Is it going to get worse? Is it going to get worse, do you think? Will Vince put an end to it?
Will Vince put an end to it? I don't know. It's going to be interesting to hear what he says. I'm sure we'll hear that later this week. Because I thought Lily's going to say something if Freddie doesn't. But Vince does need to know. But poor Freddie, I just want to look after him. And it sounds like he's having a rotten time.
Have you got enough arms? Because you already got your arms around Paul.
Yeah. Yes, my arms are big enough. There we go. Faves, can I just say a couple of faves? One for me was Sunday seemed to be music episode, because we were at the music festival and there was music there all the time. Right. And then we were in the tea room and there was music there. It was like they said, right, Sunday we've got the rights to use this CD, so let's get all the music in that episode. While we're talking about the tea room, can I just briefly mention the food?
Well, can I mention the food, please?
Please.
Well, I mean, Monday was riddled with the stuff. And I found it interesting simply because of what I was learning about foraging. So we had parsnip soup mentioned, and then we had, of course, foraging for pineapple weed, which apparently tastes of pineapple. Soldier's woundwort, otherwise known as yarrow. And we had Flibbertigibbet, which is fantastic.
I love the word Flibbertigibbet. I do use that. I didn't know it was a
elderflower fritters. So presumably you were just ecstatic on Monday.
Yes, but there's been more. Can I just add to that list? So we had shakshuka, an all-day breakfast, a cordon bleu meal, honey-scented scones or scones. Don't wish to make any enemies this week, and chili and chickweed.
Who was making the chili? Oh, it was
Lily's chili. Yeah.
Lily's chili.
Yeah. Lily's chili.
Lily's chili.
I did have that as one of my possible episode titles for this week.
Actually, that's good. I like that. Yeah.
Thank you. Gosh, thank you.
Yeah.
So poor Freddie. You've not been a fan of Stella. I like Stella this week because she's a dog person, as am I. But let's get on to Star of the Week. Who's your Star of the Week?
Well, it was going to be Jazza, and then I thought actually Lily played a stonker tonight. So I've gone for Lily because she's seen right through snidey, jerky Milo.
I want to say Freddie, but also Chelsea. She's positive and happy. Feels like she's swimming against a tide of dismay with Fallon. So yes, I like Chelsea. Predictions.
Well, not that I care, but this damn hen party for Alina, friend of Loss's. Back in the day, we thought, maybe there's something happening between Pip and Lottie, didn't we? So when Lottie turns up, is she going to be jealous of Stella and Pip? And I've got another one. we've had a little indication tonight. Susan was a bit flustered about who's looking after Martha. Kate's looking after Martha. And Neil said, all these logistics, I can't keep up. Are the Aldridges and Carters going to fall out over the childcare duties for Martha? Two stonking predictions there, based on
Very
reality
good.
and fact.
And now mine based on nothing whatsoever. Yes. So one of mine was that I thought Tracy and Susan might decide that they really want to be involved in this foraging, hide in the wood where Milo would be walking through, and get themselves in for free in the foraging experience.
Won't happen.
And then, as I've already mentioned, I was worried that somebody might get ill with this special foraged meal.
Ooh, that's quite a good one, actually. That's quite
whether
good.
you'd identify the right thing. So yes, those are my predictions. But that's it for this week. I'll be back next week. It is indeed. I'll be back next week with Lauren, and the week after it'll be the four of us. But until then, it's a goodbye from me.
And it's a goodbye from me, and next time I should be behind a proper desk. You never know. Goodbye.
Bye-bye, everyone.